inside, what did you see?
I see my baby laying on the floor.
Did you ever witness Nelson physically discipline kids?
Never.
This is one of the most disgusting trials that I ever had to sit through.
I ain't gonna let you make it. I'm gonna let you here say.
This case is unlike anything you've ever seen. This woman you see on the screen is defending the killer of her own son. On June 13, 2017, a tragic event occurred at a mobile trailer home on the 200th block of North Green Meadow Street in Gaines Township, Michigan. At around 10:45 a.m., paramedics responded to a 911 call reporting an unresponsive 4-year-old boy, Giovanni Mejas. Alice Nelson Ortiz Nieves, 25, was responsible for 7 children at the scene, all under 11 years of age. 3 of them were Nelson's own children, 3 were his girlfriend Sonia Hernandez's children, including Giovanni, and the 7th was his niece. Initial reports revealed a chaotic scene within the home, where Nelson Ortiz Nieves claimed to have performed CPR while instructing another child to call emergency services. As deputies arrived, Giovanni was discovered unconscious on the kitchen floor with severe abdominal bloating. They encountered a critical situation, with Giovanni described as actively dying. Despite emergency efforts, he was pronounced dead upon arrival at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital.
When I told him to go outside, so I'm in the kitchen, I'm trying to give him CPR and blowing his mouth so he can get air until, somebody comes, and then all of a sudden, and that's when we're both in the kitchen trying to give him CPR and stuff. And
Okay. It's okay. It's all right.
Nelson Ortiz Nieves broke down during the authorities' questioning, while Giovanni's mother, Sonia Hernandez, who was at work, was devastated when recounting the incident.
Said what's going on, and they said Gigi was choking, he stopped breathing.
Okay. And then what did you do?
I hear Nelson crying, so I ran inside.
And when you went inside, what did you see?
I see my baby laying on the floor.
Did the accounts given by Sonia Hernandez and Nelson Ortiz Nieves reflect the truth? Or did his tragic death conceal an evil intent masked by their tears? Giovanni Mejas, born on January 10, 2013 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, was the son of Edwin Mejas and Sonia Hernandez. David Onstott was the father of Giovanni's half-siblings. Despite having 3 children together, David Onstott and Sonia Hernandez had a turbulent relationship that did not last. David said he came to love Giovanni, who was like a brother to his children.
When Giovanni was born, I was there. I cut his umbilical cord. I raised him for about a year and a half or so. He was a good little kid, full of life, joked around a lot.
After their separation, Sonia Hernandez gained full custody of the children. Sonia Hernandez and Nelson Ortiz Nieves started dating in December 2016 and moved in together by February 2017. Since then, the children were under their joint supervision. Giovanni's untimely death immediately raised suspicions due to the multiple wounds observed on his head, abdomen, and ribs, leading medical professionals to conclude that his death was not due to natural causes. This sent a wave of concern through the neighborhood community.
We fear every day with our little ones.
The case rapidly escalated into a criminal investigation, with questions being asked about the circumstances leading to Giovanni's fatal injuries.
There's various things that I'm not ready to release yet, but various things that were concerning to us and that we later found out at the hospital, and which led us to further investigate.
Nelson's account of the events, coupled with the alarming condition in which Giovanni was found, prompted immediate police questioning and further investigation into potential abuse or neglect within the household.
Nelson, there's some of the things we're going to ask you that are going to be repetitive. Some of those things those guys already asked you, and we don't know the answers to them yet. So I guess in the beginning, what I want to do is I just want to say, let's start with what happened. Tell me your words, what happened.
Well, this morning I woke up, woke me up, she went to kiss me, whatever, and went to work. I'm laying on the couch.
What time was that about?
Probably like around almost 6:10, because she goes to work at 6:30.
Okay.
So she gives me a kiss, and then she leaves for work, and I fall right back asleep on the couch. I want to say, I can't even tell you what time I woke up around. I don't know if it was, what time is it right now?
It's noon right now.
Noon? Okay, so I want to say probably like hour before the whole situation happened, I woke up.
Okay.
Me and her on the couch. I wake up. Slept on the couch.
Maybe it's easier if I back up a second, because I don't know who all lives here and who all. So tell me who all lives at the house with you.
Okay.
Okay, and they're visiting. Okay, so you woke up on the couch and who was with you at about, say, 9:45ish? Okay.
And yes.
Okay. So you woke up on the couch and you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then.
Yeah, we're in the back.
Is it better than they normally share together?
Well, I split them up, for some purposes, or whatever, but.
A little bit, but.
They got a situation going on. That's why we split them up.
Okay.
So they were in split rooms.
And
in his room.
Okay. So she woke up 6:10, she gave you a kiss, 6:30 she leaves. Roughly 9:45ish. Does that sound about right, or would it be earlier?
Man, for real, I couldn't tell you, because I didn't even look at the time I woke up. I know as soon as I woke up, because my playing in the living room and there would be loud, so I woke up, gave them a bowl of cereal.
You go and keep talking. I'm just gonna write.
I gave some cereal, and then after I gave him some cereal, I go in the back. He was laying down in his room up, and after that, I took a shower or whatever. I usually make a shower or whatever because sometimes.
When Nelson had checked on Giovanni, he informed police that the 4-year-old had wet the bed, a frequent occurrence after drinking liquids late at night.
So, I make him take a shower, like, come up the shower or whatever. And when he gets something like, Nelson, I don't feel good. I'm like, all right, well, I grab him, and he feels kind of hot, so I'm like, all right, come on. So I turn the shower on for him. He gets in the shower. I go back up to the front. I get some water, a cup of water, because he hadn't ate yet. He just roughly woke up when I just woke him up.
Okay.
I get him some water and some bacon. So I go back there. Like, when I go back there, he's in the water or whatever. And then, like, I don't know, it just seemed like his body, like, he just looked like he was getting stiff, like he couldn't move. And then, so I grabbed him out of the water. The water was kind of cold, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, he was kind of warm, so I was trying to, like, wake him up or whatever. So.
How cold? Was it the water only got on cold? Or
No. It was like, like mid, what I'm saying, mid cold, mid hot, like warm.
You call it lukewarm?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I grabbed him out the water, I'm like, right? And like he couldn't move his body. He was just looking at me and he like, yeah. I'm like, buddy, are you all right? He's like, yeah. So I try to give him some water. I give him some water and like he's drinking it, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's like he drank it, but it was like he got like it was getting stuck. So I'm like, just give him the water, keep giving him. I'm like, buddy, you hungry? Like, yeah. So I try to give him some bacon, and I just keep trying to give him water, and then like I feel like his stomach is filling up.
How much water would you say you gave him?
I just kept trying to give him water, because I don't know, I didn't know what was going on, I didn't know what to do. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, he's dehydrated or something, because I saw his body turning pale. I mean, like his face, like his whole body turning pale. So I'm trying to give him water, like, all right. Like I felt his stomach to like the point where like it was bloated and hard. So throw up. So I'm trying to push on his stomach so he could throw up, but he ain't throw it up. So I try to stick my finger in his mouth so he could throw up. He bit me right here. I'm like, throw up. I didn't know what to do. So like all of a sudden, I go to get him some clothes or whatever. Coming like that came in the back, and I'm like, no, go in the front. So like the light shut off. So now I'm like,
where are you at? Are you in the bathroom still?
No, no. By this time, I went to my room. I get a towel, I'm trying to get him covered up and everything. So now I'm in his room trying to get him some clothes.
Is he saying anything to you at this point?
No, he's like, he'll stare at me. He might say like one word, but he's not really, not saying nothing. So by this time, I go in his room and I lay him down. I lay him down on the towel. I put some pants, some shorts on him. And now he's not saying nothing. So I'm come here. So I'm trying to give him air and CPR, you know what I'm saying? So ambulance, call the ambulance, hurry up. So now I'm trying to give him CPR and blowing and give him air. And I'm doing this for a good like 5 minutes. I'm like, call the ambulance, go call the ambulance. So he goes, takes off, he comes back and he comes back there. I'm like, he's not breathing, call the ambulance. I grabbed him, I picked him up, and that's when I went to the kitchen with him, out there when I told him to go outside, And I'm in the kitchen, I'm trying to give him CPR and blowing his mouth, he can get air until, you know what I'm saying, somebody comes and then all of a sudden, you know, and that's when we're both in the kitchen trying to give him CPR and stuff. And
Okay. It's okay. It's all right.
Nelson's defense attorney suggested that it might have been Giovanni's older brother who delivered the fatal blow. Giovanni's mother, Sonia, spoke about how the 10-year-old had treated his younger brother.
Him, sock him, push him. He was just mean to him.
Sonia also mentioned that the children often climbed on and jumped from the roof, suggesting Giovanni could have fallen hard onto something. The medical examiner indicated that a fall or another child could have caused the injury. Nelson had more than just his family supporting him. Sonia Hernandez claimed that Nelson was excellent with her children.
Did you ever witness Nelson physically discipline kids?
Never.
Sonia described Giovanni wanting to be like her boyfriend, highlighting an unbreakable bond between the 4-year-old and Nelson. The neighbors also vouched for Nelson.
When I talked to him, he never ever struck me as the kind of guy that maybe been in trouble, maybe in the past. You know, he's got tattoos, stuff like that. I do too, get tattoo stuff, but he didn't strike me as the kind of guy that would do anything, like hurt a kid.
However, the police remained steadfast in their pursuit of uncovering the truth.
I know this isn't an easy thing to talk about. I'm sorry to make you have to go back through it again, okay?
it's like, I'm the only one, man, like, they're wrong, you know, like this, you know, I took the step up to the plate like I have my own kids. You know, I love my kids, I see my kids, I take care of my kids, and I feel like it's my fault, man. Like I can't do nothing. What? Do nothing.
Deputy Jack Wood of the Kent County Sheriff's Office was the first officer to arrive at the scene.
He just seemed upset with himself, kept saying it was his fault.
Nelson was administering CPR to the child when the Kent County Sheriff deputies arrived. The CPR was described as overzealous and aggressive by witnesses. Deputy Jack Wood testified, "I instructed him to stop because I feared he might cause further harm."
Someone said that he had been sick before. He's been sick for a while. Is this a new thing? I mean,
no, he's been. I don't know if it's sick though, because it's been like going on for like about 2-3 weeks now.
How long from the time that he? What does that normally take?
Like last night, he ate.
What did he have last night?
He ate pizza.
Okay.
He ate the pizza. Well, he ate a bowl of cereal first. Then he went and ate the pizza, drank water, threw it up.
Okay. And he threw up the cereal and the pizza? And you kind of
yeah, he threw it up, yeah.
Okay.
And food from yesterday, he threw up.
Okay. Is he taking any medications right now?
Not that I know of, no. I don't give him nothing.
Okay. Do you know, has he been to the doctor recently to getting any medications? Anything he's been prescribed?
No, I don't. No.
You don't know or you don't think so?
No, I don't know. I don't know if he's taking medicine or not, but I don't give him no medicine, so okay. I don't know what she gives him. I don't know. I don't give him nothing, no.
Do you know when the last time he was at the doctor?
No.
Would it be safe to say that it's not been in the past few weeks?
No, yes, no, I haven't.
Okay. Okay. Has anything else happened that's been out of the ordinary that?
No. Yeah, well, me and Brew one day, and he comes back there, and he tells me, you know, I don't just want to put all the blame on him because I don't want, you know, everybody.
No, I understand. I understand, but
him, you know what I'm saying?
We'll say the blame. It's the truth, right? It didn't come from nowhere else that you can tell.
But yeah, and like when I first, whatever, I guess I don't know if it was her family. I mean, his dad, February 22nd when I had.
Okay, and you got it 22nd.
Yeah.
How much? And that's why you're on.
No, I finished everything, and then just the other night. Like, because I try to give them a chance, you know what I'm saying, with their kids, you know, I love kids, I got my own kids, you know.
Although Nelson claimed he loved the kids, David Onstadt said he tried to warn the authorities about Nelson's questionable character.
I've called the cops, have been involved, CPS multiple times have been involved, the school was involved.
And guesstimate over the last probably 3 years, I believe several domestics, CPS-related calls.
David Onstadt stated that since Nelson and Sonia began living together, he had observed cuts and bruises on the children.
I've told them multiple times that something's going to happen eventually. Something's going to happen and nobody's listening.
everybody can tell you I love kids, I take care of kids, whatever. But the other night, like, I always try to give him a chance, and I try to get, you know, so then the other night he tells me like, he's in the living room, and he runs to the back room, and Nelson, he's like, Nelson, I swear I just saw like, I looked out the window and I saw like an explosion, and then I turned and looked in the kitchen and I saw like a dead body. I'm like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Where did you, come on, man, let's go check. And I'm like, where are you seeing these things? See nothing. Everything's okay. I'm like, man, come to the back room with us, you know what I'm saying? So we go back there, whatever. I put a light in his room. I turn the light on. I'm like, man, look.
So this is late at night?
Yeah, this is late at night.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know, put the light on for him or whatever. I'm like, man, let's go ahead. I'm gonna turn this light on for you. Just stay in there. And then he wakes up again. Nelson, I hear some girl talking about my room. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? Ain't nobody there. You okay, man? Chill. But then it wasn't just that. Like, he had talked to him, so. But they all did it though. So I'm like, so what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's what it is. I don't want to blame him, but you know, like.
You said 2 weeks ago she started getting ill.
Yeah.
Was there anything that led up to that? I mean, when I say stomach flu, or when I say like I'm sick, I'm down for the count. I'm out. I'm in bed. I can't get up. I'm sick. I don't feel good. Was he all that, or he just? And this was he when 22nd up until 2 weeks ago? He was fine.
Yeah, he was good. He was. I mean, he was normal. Yeah, he was good. He was good.
And did the sick thing that started at home, started at school, or where did that start at?
He don't go to school.
Okay. Does he go to daycare anywhere or anything like that?
No,
just with you.
Yeah, just when you.
Okay.
Well,
If Giovanni had attended a daycare, the indicators of problems at home might have been detected early enough to save him.
Was there any problems that he had with, say, you know, any type of injury he had following a fight, altercation?
Well, they always fight. You know what I'm saying? They fight every day. They always fight. You know, that's like a normal thing for them.
But was there anything like you walked in and he was unconscious, or he had a pretty big bump on his head, or anything that would, you know, tell you that he had been in a pretty significant fight?
Well, yeah, like, I mean, a couple of times, you know, he came up to me like, oh, Nelson against the wall or whatever, and I check on like, oh, it's a bump, okay, we'll put some ice on it, you okay, you know what I'm saying? But that's
how long would it have been? Was that around this 2 week time, before or after it?
No, this is probably like, this probably happened about a week ago too, when he came up to me and told me that.
Okay. And
same time, he was like, he pushed me against the wall, and he had scraped his face right here.
Okay. He had a bump on his head. Where was that bump at?
I think it was like right on the left side.
Left, so left back top, kind of?
Yeah, kind of like right here.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, they always fight like that. Like, when rams his head against the wall and pulls her hair, you know, them kids, they're rough. They're rough.
Was there anything like that? I mean, this is 1 to 2 weeks ago, but this happened further back, the illness when it started. Was there anything around the illness time that you're like, wow, he's his head on the wall or his head on the floor, and then all of a sudden he won't eat or he's throwing up or anything like that? Anything like a concussion?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, if you bump your head, I don't know if you got a concussion or not, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm just asking if his behavior changed. Did he start acting strange?
You know, just one day, like, I want to say, like, probably like a couple days ago, I'm sitting with him and, you know, he's just like, I don't know, he's acting funny. Like, he's not really, like, he's just acting like he just looked like, I don't know, like he's just real sick. I'm like, are you okay? And I asked him, you get into anything? You get into it and show me what you get into, because like he wasn't acting like so. Like I just bought him some ice cream and some pop or whatever. You get into anything? Tell me what you get into. Did you drink anything? You know what I'm saying?
Did you give him some ice cream and some pop? Was that before that or after that? Like he was looking sick or feeling sick. Did you give him that to make him feel better, or was it before?
No. We just went to the store and got some ice cream and some pop. You know what I'm saying? So when I come back, whatever he eats, all of that, you know what I'm saying, everything. So when I come and look at him or whatever, he'll take a chance to this game like, I don't know, he looked like he was just getting sick. Are you okay? Are you okay? Did you get into anything? What did you get into? You know what I'm saying? Show me what you got into. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's chemicals and everything. I'm trying to fix the bathroom and all that back there. So, I'm, you know, like, did you get into anything? You know, I'm hoping you didn't get into this glue that do the pipes with it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no. And I'm like, man, you don't look like, you know what I'm saying? You don't look like yourself. Did you get into anything? Are you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. And I just left it at that. I'm like, all right.
And he was fine later that day, that afternoon?
Yeah, well, he still just acted like he was sick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
However, the autopsy report of little Giovanni was something straight out of a nightmare for the detectives, altering the entire course of the investigation.
What it was, but I don't know, he was not playing or nothing like that. He just
where was his glue kept at?
His what?
Where was the stuff kept at?
The glue?
Yeah.
I just keep it right there, like on the top of the sink in the hallway.
Did you see any open containers, like he had been in that glue or anything? You know what I mean? Was it open on the floor, spilled over, like he was in it, or?
No, well, they could open it themselves. It's not hard to open or whatever. But I don't know because he wouldn't tell me if he got into anything or nothing.
But it wasn't left open.
No, I didn't leave it open.
No. I'm saying if they were playing it, they might open it and left it open. He didn't leave it open.
No.
If he got into it, he would have had to put it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or there was some on the floor too. It was like 2, 3 right here, and then it was 2 by the floor, by the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like when you walk into the bathroom.
Did you find those moved from where you had last left them?
Yeah, well, I don't think they're there now. I think I put them back up on the sink.
But you didn't find them in the middle of the floor like they had been playing with them. They were where you last saw them.
Yeah.
Okay. Aside from the glue that was out, was there anything else that you may have gotten into? Any chemicals that were out? Anything laying around?
Like I had a bowl of I don't know what type of Mr. Clean stuff. I had a bowl of that. There's a white bowl right now in the hallway that I had to clean the hallway, but I left it there too. But it was like more like a clear bowl. And I had left that out too, like Mr. Clean or whatever, and I left that in the bathroom too as well.
Okay.
And that had the Mr. Clean chemical in it or whatever. And I had left that in there.
And you think that, I guess I'm trying to figure out what he may have gotten into at the time that he started getting sick. And the 2 weeks ago was a sick thing. You said only a couple days ago is when he had the food, the soda pop and ice cream stuff, and he started getting like, would you describe it as more sick?
No, he just looked like, he looked like he was getting like, kind of like pale, like he just had got into something. He was just, about to pass out or something.
You think he got it? I mean, if you're going to guess, do you think he got into something?
Well, when I asked him, he started looking around like, okay, yeah, I'm going to show you what I got into, but he wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, like he wouldn't go directly to it and grab it.
So you think he did get into something?
I mean, I think so. Like, I always ask him, and you got to tell the truth about it. So when I ask him, like, did you get into something, he goes, like, looking around like he's going to grab what he got into, but then he don't go grab it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean.
What would be your best guess as to what you think he got into?
I don't know. There's chemicals there. I mean.
What chemicals would be out and accessible to him?
Probably that Mr. Clean,
what is it? Mr. Clean what?
I don't know. It's
toilet bowl cleaner, there's all different kinds of sprays and all kinds of stuff. Is this a concentrate? Is it?
I don't know. It's in one of them. I couldn't tell. It's just one of them, like, clear bottles, green.
Is it stuff so you're supposed to mix water with it, like a concentrate?
I don't know. I just did it. I mix water with it, and then I just like clean it because it smells good. So I clean the toilet, the tub, and everything else with it. You know what I'm saying?
How much of it did you put in the bowl before you put the water in?
Probably like half of it.
Half of the bottle?
Probably like this much. No, not half of the bottle, but for the color, probably like a good amount of it, quarter of it. I mean, and then there's pills you can get.
Nelson describes the environment, and it seems hazardous for young children. He acknowledges the presence of dangerous substances and no effort to secure the children. Can that be considered responsible parenting or guardianship?
Whatever. I might have one sitting on my dresser or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Is that yours?
No, it's not mine.
Okay.
It's not mine.
Is it prescribed to anybody you know, or is it?
I might just take one or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
who is it prescribed to? Aside from, obviously I can understand your relationship aspect, he's obviously got some problems.
No, but I mean, I don't hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? I try to make the best. Like, they love me. I'm the one there for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first he didn't really like me. He called the police on their deal with that or whatever.
Whatever became of that?
Nothing. Whatever the next day said. So, but
I gotta ask you. Did you pistol with him?
No.
All right. Well, it's only I gotta ask, right?
No.
I didn't think so.
But other than that, I try to build a relationship with him because I don't hold it against him. kid, you know. So all I do, man, I try to imply, you know, okay, you don't do this, you don't do that. This is how you do it. This is what you do, you know. That's it. That's all I do, man.
What as far as punishments? What's standard routine?
Stand on the wall, get in the room, don't come out your room.
Okay. Spankings?
No, I did hit Daniel before in his leg, but I don't know about it.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
Probably like a couple days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
February 22nd.
Yes.
So you own February 22nd.
Yes.
How long have you known her?
I met her probably like November 23rd when I came home.
2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, you know, some days she's not.
So what made this different to be like, hey, what'd you get into?
What you mean?
What I mean is, what made the 2 days ago when you thought you got into something, what made you think, man, what'd you get into versus, because you had been sick, you know, for 2 weeks and not feeling good and sitting down. So what made it so worse to make you think that he got into something?
I mean, I did have a drug there, you know, but I don't think it was like exposable to where he can.
A drug being?
As in, you know, a narcotic.
Very different.
No, different.
What do you have there?
Cocaine.
Okay, where was this at?
This was in my drawer.
All right. How much was there?
Probably like a little 20, it was nothing big.
Nelson was actively using narcotics and should never have been left alone with children, a fact that Sonia knew but chose to ignore, illustrating Sonia's carelessness as a parent.
Powder?
No, it was powder.
Did you go check it? Was there any missing?
No, like I had some in a baggie, and then I had some like on a mirror thing.
Yep.
That was it.
Was there any missing off the mirror?
I wouldn't have been able to tell.
How much coke was there?
It was on like a 20, like 0.2, something small.
Do you still have coke in the house now?
No, I don't.
Where'd that go?
Used it.
Okay.
So aside from the coke being out, she's been sick off and on.
That's what made me real curious about that day, you know. No, I didn't want to say it, though.
Well, I appreciate you being honest. I mean, let's be real here. We're talking about him. I'm worried about him. I am some cocaine. I mean, whatever. That's neither here nor there. Is there anything else in the house that?
No.
I mean, whether you want to say it or not, we just want to make sure that.
No, there's nothing. No drug, no gun, no nothing. No.
Okay. Well, all right. And you don't think? I mean, based on what you saw, you wouldn't know if he got into it. But again, playing with it, you would think that he would knock it over or whatever, or he would wipe it off. You wouldn't know what that is. To be careful with it. So he wouldn't take just a little bit. He'd mess with the whole thing.
Well, I mean,
right? I mean,
I don't know. Them kids, man. Kids
to keep you busy.
You don't know. Them kids are smart, man. You know, for real.
So you go get that, and you said you were pouring. You went and got bacon. How much bacon did you
It
get?
was just like one little strip.
Okay. Where was that at?
That was it was in the microwave, but I had set it on the counter.
Okay. All right. Did you eat the bacon that morning?
No, it was like a day old, you know what I'm saying? But I just went and grabbed something for him real quick to eat or whatever. So he came, you know what I'm saying, when I saw him turn the pill, he ain't Joseph. So when I went and grabbed the water and the bacon, when I came back there or whatever, and then I had grabbed him out the shower and I put him on my lap like this. And I started
Where's the one you on your lap at?
I put my knee on put my foot on the toilet and I set him right here.
Okay, so you're sitting on the toilet?
No, I'm standing up.
You're standing up.
Yeah, so I know with my foot up. And I got him right here and I'm just giving him the water. All right,
How many cups of water did you
I don't know, not a lot.
Where were you getting the water from?
From the shower now, because I can't run with him to the front, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm getting out the shower, keep trying to get him.
You say a lot. Are you talking 10 cups, 20 cups, 30 cups?
I don't know. I'm just giving him water, just constantly water. I mean, you know, I'm thinking, you know, maybe he's dehydrated or whatever, you know, so I just keep getting the water and giving it to him.
What's he doing when you're giving him the water?
He's just like, he'll drink it and then, and he'll, you know what I'm saying, kind of like he'll choke on it, but then he'll be like, all right.
Did he throw any of it up?
Yeah.
While you're sitting there?
No, not while I was sitting there. When I went and laid him down, like when I laid him down trying to do CPR on him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That time he threw some up, but before then, his stomach was like loaded. So
was it loaded before the water? Or
no, after I'm putting the water in. You know what I'm saying?
Kent County Detective William Mark states that it wasn't water but blood causing the boy's abdomen to bulge.
Well, he like when it gets big, throw up. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, you know, like your stomach is hard rock. I'm like throw up. And I try to stick my finger in his mouth, push on his stomach. That's when he bit me. You know, so I'm trying to make him throw up now.
So at what point does he stop talking to you? Because he's still talking to you, right, when you're sitting underneath?
Yeah, like.
But he's not having a conversation.
Yeah, no, he's not having a conversation with me. He stopped talking to me when I try to, and I got him on the floor in the room when I called his brother to come call the ambulance. Like, he just, like, everything just stopped.
So when he got out of bed, initially, you woke him up. Did you carry him to the shower or did you walk to the shower?
No. He was up. He was just laying in bed, though, when, you know, it's time to take a shower. But I had laid him on the bed, like, when I had got him out the shower, you know. No, he ain't have no weapons.
But he smelled like urine?
No, his draw is like, it was orange drawers in there on them, like, it had a little pee on them. I don't know.
Do you think it was from this morning, though? Like when he
No,
was laying in bed?
it was from this morning. I know that.
Was it wet, though? Before he got in the shower, when he got out of bed, were his pants wet?
No, his drawers were wet.
His underwear?
Yeah, it was just like a misty pee, like he ain't pee a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the shorts that he had on wasn't wet, but when I took the shorts off, taking a bath or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like the drawers had a little bit, you could tell like they had a little bit of pee on them.
Okay. And when he got up out of bed, did he walk to the bathroom on his own, or did you carry him?
No, I held his hand, you know. I held his hand or whatever.
But he walked?
Yes.
Okay. And did he look ill this morning before he got in the shower?
He did, it was like a lazy walk, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, dude, man, are you okay? Because I always ask him every day. I ask all the kids, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? How's our day going? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, Nelson, I don't feel good. So I'm like, all right. So you know, I put him in the shower or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Did he say anything hurt? My head hurts, my stomach hurts, my back hurts. Did he say anything specific?
Did he have these marks on his body anywhere?
He didn't tell. Well, you know, he always got little bruises on him from fighting and stuff like that. So
where did you see bruises?
Probably like, I saw like right here, then on his legs. And then like when his body had cleared out or whatever, like the blood wasn't circulating through him. Like I saw bruises where I was pushing at, you know, trying to get him to puke or whatever.
So you saw one right here?
No, I think like his left side.
Left side of his like upper chest, or like by the collarbone?
Yes.
And then you said on his legs?
Yeah.
You know how long those have been there?
No.
Have you seen those before this morning?
Yesterday or whatever, we saw the bruises or whatever. We like I was fighting or whatever, because maybe he was a kid, he fell or whatever. You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah. Yep. I hear you. I have a saying. I mean, they're all hurt.
Yeah, but the fighting they do is you know, this ain't like a normal fight, you know.
So for him, like physically,
I mean, hurting him, yeah. I mean, but, you know what I'm saying?
how regular does this happen?
Almost every day.
You were saying he choked me, he did something to me, he touched me. How many times?
Probably like 3-4 times.
Over what period of time? Over the last month, 2 months, 3 months?
Well, we just found out about this about two weeks ago. Yeah, probably 2-3 weeks.
So he told you 3 separate times over the last 2 weeks. And what was the sleeping arrangements for everybody?
Well,
because they were in separate rooms, but opposite ends of the hallway or something.
No. Like just our room, the front, the first room.
Can you draw that just so I have a photographic memory, so it just helps to be able to see it on a picture, just so I understand that. You just draw like the hallway and then whose rooms are where. That would be great. It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Like this is our room.
So your room right here.
Yeah.
I can write it.
So where's the living room at?
The living room is right here.
Like in the middle?
Right before the...
like right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said...
the rooms are close to me, I kind of...
So, same room? Wait,
no. Yeah, well, I make them, like, go to school. Yeah. I usually make them go in the room.
Yeah.
So I make them in the school. No, well, at night. And they're up. You know, I might be sleeping. I might have been up all night or whatever, so I might be sleeping. And I might just up front in the living room.
Okay. So where is all this? Where are all these, when you beat them up, is this all happening at?
Well, I mean, if I'm asleep, I'm thinking in the living room because they're not back there by me, or, you know what I'm saying, I would be hearing them.
Where do you spend most of your time? In your room?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever hear crying? I mean, when he comes to you and says something that hurts,
Yeah,
is he coming to say it or is he crying?
But sometimes in the back room and we hear him cry or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And fighting or whatever, I might go out there and check on him. Then like they stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Or he'll be like, hit me. Like, oh, as soon as we go out, it's always like that. It's always like that.
All right. What do you think is your best guess as to what happened here with him? What can you give? I mean, you know, I'm just coming in and my partner, we're just coming in here kind of blind to try to figure this out. And you know the family a lot better than you. What do you think?
I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. I don't know. This just kind of just like out of nowhere. And I'm like, I'm trying to help him, but I'm like, damn, what the.
No, I hear you. And I mean, if we aren't asking you to tell us something you don't know, we're right now just trying to, put it together in our heads of exactly what's going on and get kind of the speed. So if you had a, guess or an idea of what could have happened, let us know. We're just here to figure this out.
I understand. Like, real, seriously, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, if you think he got into something? Do you think this is an illness? Do you think it's, he fell down and hit his head? I mean,
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just know he just woke up this morning and he just told me he didn't feel good.
Have you heard any fighting coming from that bedroom? I know you were just woken up on the couch, but
no.
Did you hear any fighting from?
No, not this morning.
The room when you checked this morning.
Yeah. All right.
Good for that. Give us just a couple minutes. We have to talk. We'll be right back. Okay. Do you need anything in the meantime? Anything you want? Okay.
Is she here?
We're gonna go check. Somebody's been talking to her, helping her. Okay, so she's okay. All right.
Detective William Marks notes that Nelson's story is inconsistent, with changing details about how frequently the boy had been ill in recent weeks and the events leading up to the 911 call. The autopsy performed by Dr. David Start revealed that Giovanni died from internal bleeding due to an abdominal tear. The autopsy revealed that a nearly 2-inch tear in the mesentery, which connects the stomach and small intestine to the posterior abdominal wall, caused the boy to bleed to death. The autopsy also showed that Giovanni sustained injuries all over his body, including 7 blows to the head, cigarette burns, injuries to his lower back and buttocks, and 2 broken ribs that were healing. These findings indicated he had been subjected to abuse for some time. The other children were questioned and each admitted that Nelson had regularly harmed them, contradicting the statements made by Nelson and Sonia.
Sonia was well aware. She was well aware of what was happening because she told him that was his responsibility to whoop them.
Yesterday was the hardest day.
On January 10, 2018, Nora Villarreal Malero, Giovanni's maternal grandmother, shared that the family commemorated what would have been his 5th birthday.
And instead of us celebrating, we took balloons to his grave site. And because what Nelson decided to do to my baby will never bring him back. I'll never see him grow up, fall in love, go to school.
In January 2018, the then 25-year-old Elise Nelson Ortiz Nieves was found guilty of the murder and abuse of Giovanni Mejas, receiving convictions for 1 count of felony murder and 1 count of first-degree child abuse.
You beat this child, you brutalized this child, and you tortured this child.
Nelson stated his intention to appeal both the murder and abuse charges.
I'm going to continue to say I will take a lie detector test to prove that I never abused any of Sonia's kids or never abused Giovanni and never intentionally meant to hurt Giovanni but to help him.
Judge Mark Trusock sentenced Nelson to mandatory life imprisonment without the possibility of parole for the murder, along with 80 to 150 years in prison for first-degree child abuse. But Nelson did not go quietly at first.
This is one of the most disgusting trials that I ever had to sit through.
I ain't gonna let you here say no crazy shit about me, man.
Anybody says anything back there, arrest him.
After the altercation, Nelson was escorted out of the courtroom and later brought back in to hear the rest of his sentence.
You are the lowest form of human life that I've been able to observe or see. You are a monster, and quite frankly, you are evil. What you did was sickening and disgusting. We're done. Take him to prison, please.
Nelson was charged as a repeat offender with an extensive criminal history dating back 13 years to his juvenile years. His adult record included charges related to drugs and guns, as well as car theft, shoplifting, assault with a weapon, and receiving stolen goods. In 2009, at the age of 16, he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor assault charge involving domestic violence. He had also been accused of assaulting an infant boy, although that charge was dismissed as part of a plea agreement that resulted in a 3-month sentence at the Muskegon River Youth Home. It is important to note that Sonia Hernandez was cleared as a suspect in her son's murder because she was at work that day. However, during the trial, the children testified that both Nelson and their mother would kick, beat, and whip them. The evidence of her role in the abuse of her children sheds light on why she sided with Nelson.
My first charge is perjury. I lied under oath for a man who I thought loved and cared for me. I turned a blind eye. There's nothing I can say or do to go back and change the things. The only thing I can do is look forward to the future. My second is failure to protect my children and blaming a sibling on a sibling. Your Honor, signing my rights off was the hardest and most difficult decision I had to make besides standing in front of you, Your Honor. I signed them off because I wanted them to move past this mistake I made by letting someone come in their life. I am far from perfect, and I accept responsibility for your conduct. Again, it doesn't change the past, and it won't bring my baby back. And I have to live with the fact that I failed my children. Your Honor, what you decide to give me is nothing compared to what I have been through. I wanted to apologize to my family, my children, my lawyer, and the courts. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sonia Hernandez, Giovanni Mejas' mother, received legal consequences as well when she was sentenced to 57 months to 10 years in prison after being convicted of second-degree child abuse and perjury. While Sonia was serving her sentence, she was interviewed by the media.
And everybody knows me as a person, knows I'm a great parent, so I don't care about what anybody has to say.
She stated that the police wanted her to testify against Nelson.
If I bashed him like they wanted me to, I wouldn't be in this position right now.
Do you wish you'd done more? Do you wish things had turned out differently?
Yeah, of course I wish that, but the law isn't right, so they're just trying to make an example out of me.
You a good mother?
Of course. I work 3 jobs to support my children with no assistance. My kids know that I love them, and I'm going to do everything so I can get them back.
Despite being found guilty and her children testifying against her, she still flatly denied the charges.
Trying to get me out, and I told them, no, I got to prove my innocence.
Giovanni Mejas' funeral took place on Friday, June 16, 2017, at Ivy K. Gillespie Memorial Chapel. This tragic case underscored the vulnerabilities children face in domestic settings, emphasizing the critical need for thorough investigation when unexplained injuries lead to a child's death. The individuals entrusted to guide and care for the child instead inflicted pain and suffering, a heinous act that cut short the young boy's life. While the boyfriend and mother were implicated, opinions varied on the extent of the mother's responsibility for the child's murder. Share your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more such content.